If you want to use HubSpot and you don't know where to start, you're in the right place. I'm Vincent, and in this video, I will make a complete step-by-step tutorial on how to use HubSpot. And I will more specifically focus on the most important features on HubSpot, and it will be mostly the sales feature. So you will see how to import and manage your contacts, how to create a sales pipeline, how to view your deals, how to send marketing emails, and much more. At the end of this video, and that's my goal, I want you to be able to start using HubSpot, and I'm sure it will help you to generate more business. So let's start. The first step, if you want to use HubSpot, is of course to create your account. The good news is that you can create a HubSpot free account and you will get access for free at 80% of the HubSpot's features. You will see in this tutorial the limitations between the free and the paid plan of HubSpot. So if you want to create your account, you can click in the first link in the description and then you will be on this page. Once you are on this page, you just need to click on Get Started Free. And here you can create your free account. As I told you, it's free and you don't need to put your credit card to start using HubSpot. You can sign up with Google, Microsoft, or with Apple, or if you prefer, you can use your email address. For this tutorial, I will use an email address. Then we click on Verify Email. Now I need to enter a verification code that I've received in my email address. So here is the email and my verification code. So I just copy and then I paste. And then I just need to click on Next. Here I need to create my password. I click on Next. I have to write my first name and last name. Click on Next. What industry are you in? Basically, in my case, I run a SaaS called Give Me Leads. So I will put computer software, which best describes your role owner. What is your company's name? Give Me Leads company. How big is your company? 2 to 5. What is your company's website? So I just copy that and then I paste givemeleads.io, perfect. And then I click on Create Account. Now I just need to wait a little bit and I will have some more questions. What would you like to focus on first? Let's say generate leads. What tools do you use? I just click on skip for now. Then here we don't care and I will click on I will manually create my contacts. Here I click on skip for now because we will see that in a few minutes. And same here, we can click on skip for now. All right, so now I have to wait like 30 seconds and my HubSpot account will be ready to use. All right, so my HubSpot account is now created. And the first thing I want to show you is how to navigate in HubSpot. And basically, it's very simple. You just need to go here on the left and you have access to all the features of HubSpot. So here, for example, you have everything related to CRM, like contacts, companies, deals, tickets, orders, and so on. Here you have access to marketing with campaigns, emails, social, ads, and so on. You have content with website pages, landing pages. You have sales with documents, meeting scheduler. You have commerce. You have service, data management, automation, and reporting. For this beginner tutorial, I will focus on the most important features that you will use to generate more business, and I will focus on the free features. And you can see if a feature is free or not by going here. And here, for example, you can see that everything is free except playbooks. So when you have this orange tag, it means that this feature is only for paid users. That being said, it's time to start with one of the most important features in HubSpot, and this feature is contacts. So if you want to access your contacts, you have to go here in CRM and then you click on contacts. Just to let you know that if you feel that you will use a feature a lot, you can bookmark the feature by clicking here, add to bookmark. And I will do that for contacts. And now here, as you can see, I have a bookmark. So this is on this page where you can see, manage, and filter your contacts. On top here, you have some views. So views are useful if you want to filter your leads. For example, by default, you have all contacts, newsletter subscribers, unsubscribed, or all customers if you want to only see your customers. Now here you have the filters that you can use. For example, you have contact owner, create date, last activity date, lead status. For example, let's say that you only want to see people who are in progress, or if you want to do some follow-ups, you want to only see people who are bad timing, you just need to select that and you will see only people who are bad contacts. Now let's remove that. Here you have more, and basically here you can select the filter that you want to use. For example, company size, and you can say that you only want companies with at least 100 employees in it. And finally, if you want something very simple, you can click on advanced filters, and then you can do a much advanced filter. For example, you can say that you want companies with at least 100 employees and let's say last activity date less than a week. So basically with the advanced filter, you can do whatever you want. And of course, it depends a lot of your business. Now it's time to close that. In the middle of my screen, you can see that I have the list of my contacts. So I have here the name, email, phone number, lead status, favorite content topics, and so on. If you want, you can personalize the column order. So for example, let's say create date, I want it here. And now, as you can see, I have name, email, and create date. If you go here on edit columns, you can add or remove some columns. For example, if the job title is very important for you, you can select it and then you can move it where you want. So for example, let's say after the email, and then you click on apply and you will see that we will have a new column, job title. Now, if you want to have the details of one contact specifically, you just need to go on the contact and click on it. So on this page, I have all the informations of the contact. So on the left, I have some properties of the contact, like phone number, preferred channel, favorite content topics, and so on. Of course, you can edit the data. So for example, you can add phone number, preferred channel, let's say email. It's up to you to do that. Just on the top left of your screen, you will have some actions that you can do, like you can write a note, send an email, make a phone call, create a task, schedule a meeting, and much more that you can do. For this tutorial, I will keep it simple and I will just create a note. So here, for example, I can say, very interested by give me leads. And then I just need to click on create note. Of course, you can format the text, put it in bold, italic, underline, add a link, add an image, and so on. I won't show you everything, but for now, I will just click on create a note. And now if I click on activities, you can see that in September 2025, I have a note by myself saying very interested by give me leads. So it's very useful if you want to gather information for a lead, but you will see later that we can do that for companies and for a deal. Now I want to show you how to create a contact. So for that, we go back on the contacts page. And here on the top right of my screen, you see that I can create a contact. So I will do that. Then for this tutorial, I want to click on I will set up myself. And now what I need to do is to write the email, first name and last name. Then you need to create a contact owner. So let's say myself. Job title, let's say head of sales. I can write a phone number. Life cycle stage is useful. So let's say, lead, it's perfect. And then lead status, in progress. And then legal basis for processing contacts data. Let's say legitimate interest lead. Then I click on create. And you will see that I will be redirected to the details of this new contact. So let's go back once again in our contacts page. And now what I want to show you is how to import contacts in bulk. So if you want to do that, you have to go here and click on import. And then here you can import a file, sync from applications, or transfer your data. Just to let you know that with the HubSpot free plan, you have a limitations of 1000 contacts. So in my opinion, this limitation is one of the worst when you use HubSpot for free. But if you don't have thousands and thousands of contacts, I think that it will be okay. So for this tutorial, I will import a file, and for that, I just need to click on import data. Then I click on start import, and here you can choose what kind of data is in your file. You can choose cards, companies, contacts, deals, line items, orders, products, subscriptions, and tickets. But for now, let's say that I only want to upload a list of contacts. So I click on contacts, and then I will click on next. Now on this page, I can upload some files, and for this tutorial, I will upload a list of leads that I will find on a LinkedIn Sales Navigator. I will export them with Give Me Leads, and I will upload the list of leads within HubSpot. So this is LinkedIn Sales Navigator. If you don't know what is LinkedIn Sales Navigator, it's really simple. It's basically an access to the LinkedIn's database. So basically on the left part of my screen, I have all the filters that I can use to identify some leads. And on the right part of my screen, I have all the leads. I've already used some filters like company headcount. I want people who are working in a company headcount between 500 to 1000 people. I want their current job title to be head of sales, and I want them to be based in the San Francisco Bay Area. And on the right part of my screen, I have all these people. So unfortunately, with LinkedIn Sales Navigator, you can't export these people, so you have to do it manually, and you don't have their emails. So if you want to do that, you can use our tool Give Me Leads. It will export and clean the data and find the emails of your leads. So if you want to try, you can click in the first link in the description. You will be on this page, you create your account, you install the Chrome extension, and then you will have a button like this one, extract leads. So now when you do a search, you just need to click on extract leads, and you will be redirected to your Give Me Leads account. Then you click on continue, and then save and export. So here, let's say that I want 40 leads, then I click on export leads, and now I just need to wait a little bit before my export is ready. I will just rename it Head of Sales San Francisco, and then I press enter. All right, so the export is finished. Then I need to go here and click on download CSV. So basically, this is this file that we want to import in HubSpot. So we have the first name, last name, LinkedIn URL, verified email, the job title, we have the location, and much more informations like the company website, company location, company industry, and so on. So now it's time to import this file into HubSpot. So we are back in HubSpot. Then I just need to upload my file. So for that, I just need to click here and choose a file. I've just uploaded my file. Now choose how to import contacts. We keep create and update contacts. Same object associations, we don't care. And then select the language of the column headers in your file. It's in English, so I will keep it like that. And then I just need to click on next. On this page, we have to map the columns of our file to the contact properties that we have in HubSpot. So as you can see on the left, I have the column header from the file, like first name, last name, and so on. And then here I can say that I want to import the data as, for example, contact property first name. It means the first name column in my CSV file is mapped to the contact property first name in HubSpot. HubSpot is pretty clever at doing this task because HubSpot already mapped some properties. For example, the column in my CSV LinkedIn URL is already mapped with the contact property LinkedIn URL in HubSpot. When you upload a CSV file, just make sure that the columns that you want are well mapped with the HubSpot properties. For example, we have one here, company website, and let's say that it's a useful information for you. And here HubSpot hasn't recognized it. So if you want to add the property, you have to click here. Then we say website, and then we click on website URL. And now the column company website is well mapped with my HubSpot property and its website URL. Once you are happy with the mapping, you just need to go here and click on Don't import data in unmapped columns. So we do that. Then we click on Next. Import name head of sales San Francisco Bay Area is perfect. Select the legal basis for processing legitimate interest lead. And then I just need to click on Finish Import. The import is done, and now if I want to check my new contacts, I have to go here and go on contacts. And here you will see that I will have the list of all the people that come from LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Now that you know how to create, import, and manage your contacts in HubSpot, it's time to see how to do that, but for companies. If you want to see the companies, you have to go here on the left, and here you click on companies. And because this feature is very useful, I will bookmark companies. So on this page, companies, you have the list of all the companies. So it works exactly the same way as the contacts page. So here on top, you have a view all companies and my companies. Here you have some filters, and here you have the list of the company. On the top right of your screen, you will see that you can create a company and you can import companies in bulk. So I will start by creating a company, and for that I click on Create Company. So here I have to write a company domain name and a company name. So company domain name givemeleads.io and company name give me leads. Then I can add more data, for example, company owner, myself, industry, type, city, state, annual revenue, and so on. And then you just need to click on create. Then you are redirected to this page. So it works exactly the same way as the contact details. You have some properties here on the left. And for example, I can say industry, it's computer software. Perfect. Here on top, I have some actions. For example, I can create a note, create an email, make a phone call, create a task, and schedule a meeting. And what's interesting when you create a company is to link a company to a contact. So if I want to do that, I have to go here in contacts. Then I click on add. And here you can add existing contact or create a new contact. In my case, I already have a contact, Vincent. Then I select it and then I click on save. And now, as you can see, I have a contact linked to my company in Give Me Leads. Now that you know how to create, manage, and import companies into your HubSpot account, it's time to see something very important when you are doing some sales. And basically, we want to create a sales pipeline where we can see our deals and in which states are our deals. For example, if they are interested, if we sent an invoice, or if we just need to close the deal. So if we go back in HubSpot, if we want to create our sales pipeline, we have to go here on the left and click on deals. Then we click on create deal. And for this tutorial, I will click on help me get started. So here I have to give the name of my sales pipeline. So give me leads sales pipeline. Then I need to define my stages. So for example, here it's appointment scheduled, qualified to buy, presentation scheduled, decision maker bought in, and contract sent. So let's say for this example that we don't need this one, I just need to click here. If you want to add a stage, you just need to click on add stage and you write what you want. But for now, I will just need to have 4 stages. Then I click on next, and now I have closing stage names, so closed won or closed lost. It's perfect, so I click on next, and now I just need to add my deal into my sales pipeline. So for example, let's say Airtable and amount 10K. Then I click on next. Here you have to select the stage of your deal. So for example, let's say qualified to buy, and then you will see your sales pipeline. Here I have my sales pipeline with my columns here. So appointment schedule, qualified to buy, presentation schedule, contract send, close won, and closed lost. And here you have your deal. So of course you can move your deals. For example, let's say contract sent. And now we know that our deal Airtable is now in this stage, contract sent. And what's very useful is that it's very visual, so you easily know what's going on in your sales pipeline, and you can take specific actions depending of where are your deal. For example, contract sent, we know that, for example, we need to send a reminder in 1 day. If you want to see the details of a deal, you just need to click on it. And now on this page, you have all the details of your leads. So it works exactly the same way as contacts and companies. So you have, of course, the properties here on the left of your deal. Here on top right, you can take some actions like creating a note, send an email, and so on. And what's very important is to link a deal to a contact and a company. So for example, here, contact, I will add a contact. So this one, and then I click on save. So here, as you can see, I have a contact link to my deal. And now I want to do the same with a company. And in this case, it's Airtable. Then I select Airtable, and then I click on next. Then I click on save. And now my deal Airtable is linked to a contact Alona and a company Airtable. If you want to make the best of your CRM and all your efforts to update the data, you need to follow up your leads, and it's very important to use this actions feature here. So for example, let's say that we want to send an email. So we click on create an email. And then here, what we need to do now is to connect our inbox. So basically what we want to do in HubSpot is to be able to send emails, but we want to be able to get our emails so that we can manage more easily our contacts, company deals, and so on. So when you are on this page, you just need to go here and click on turn on inbox automation. Then we click on connect your inbox. Then you have to write your email and click on next. HubSpot knows that my email is hosted by Google, so we recommend connected to Gmail. I click on connect to Gmail. Then I click on agree. And now I need to connect my Gmail email account to HubSpot. Then I click on continue. And now, as you can see, my email account is now connected to HubSpot. So we just need to click on no thanks. And now the beauty of HubSpot is now when I click on create an email, I will have a pop-up where I can choose to send an email to the contact who are linked with this deal. So Alona, perfect. And then I can say, for example, hey, Alona, I was wondering if you've seen my previous email. Now I just need to add a subject, for example, follow-up, and now I can click on send to send my email. So of course, for this tutorial, I won't send this email, but you can see how easy it is to manage your leads, send a follow-up, and so on. Now that you know how to create a contact, companies, and that you know how to manage your sales pipeline in HubSpot, the next feature I want to show you is very easy, but yet very important when you are doing some marketing and sales. So basically, when you are into sales or marketing, you have some tasks to do. For example, you want to follow up some leads, you want to call or send an email, you want to send a discount to, I don't know, some hot leads to make them move. And for that, you need to see what's going on in your business. And with this feature task, you can do that. So if you want to access task, you have to go here on the left and you click on tasks. Now you will see that it will be very easy and straightforward. So you have to go here on the top right of your screen and click on create a task. And now you just need to write a task title, for example, follow-up, Airtable. Then task type, it's an email, priority, let's say high, and associate with records will be, for example, you can associate it with a company, deal, or with a contact. So let's do that. So contact is this person working for Airtable, companies Airtable, and deals Airtable. And now you can see that this task, follow-up Airtable, is associated with 3 records. You can assign the task to someone, so for example, for you or for someone in your team. Queue, we don't care, and due date, let's say in 1 week. And if you want to make sure that you don't forget to do this task, you can send a reminder, so for example, 1 hour before. And then you can click on create a task. Now, as you can see, we have a new task, follow-up Airtable. And if we go back to our deals, you will see that we will have a new task for this deal. So I go here on Airtable, I click on activities, and here you can see that we have a new task, follow-up Airtable, type email, priority high, assigned to Vincent, and so on. So you see that everything is linked, and that's exactly what we want. So if we go back to our tasks, what's very useful are the views on the top. So here you can see all of the tasks. You can see the task due today, overdue if you're a bit late, and upcoming. A good use case of this task feature is, for example, every morning you want to check the follow-up you need to make during your day. And for that, you just need to click on due today and you will see all the tasks you need to do today. Once your task is finished, you just need to go here on status and click on it. Then you can create a follow-up task, but for this tutorial, let's say that we don't care and we click on not now. And now you can see my task is done. One last big feature that I want to show you is not about sales, but it's about marketing emails. And I'm doing that because I think that it's very, very important if you want to do more sales. So in HubSpot, you can do that for free. And for that, you just need to go here in marketing. Then you click on email. And now you have 3 choices. You can start very simple with a minimal formatting template. You can send a newsletter or a promotion, or you can start from scratch. For this tutorial, I want to keep it fast and simple, so I will choose simple and I click on use template. So on this page, you can create your email. It's a drag and drop builder. So if you want, for example, to add a button, you just need to go here and click on it. And then you can release where you want your button, for example, here. And now, as you can see, I have my button. I will not make a complete tutorial on email marketing because I already did it. If you are interested, you can click on the top right of your screen. You will see much more details about how to edit and personalize your email. So let's make something simple. So company logo, let's say that we don't care. So I click on delete. And here I will change the text. So for example, I want hi first name. If you want to build your list of leads and get verified emails, you can try give me leads. Thanks, then the company name, team, and edit this button. So I will change the call to action, like try give me leads. Link URL, let's say I want give me leads. So I just copy and then paste. And now I will change the color of my button. So for that, I just need to click on styles, then background color. And let's say that I want something in blue like this. It's perfect because it's more, our colors. Yeah, perfect. Now, the last thing we need to do is to personalize the first name because I want hi first name. And for that, we just need to go here on personalize. The type is a contact and I want the first name. Fallback value is useful when you don't have the first name of your contact. So I will just say, hey there. Then I click on insert. So for example, if I send an email to Vincent, it will be, hi Vincent. If you want to build your list of leads and get verified emails, you can try Give Me Leads. Thanks, the Give Me Leads team. And then you have the button here, try Give Me Leads, which redirect to this page. Okay, now let's go back to HubSpot. Then if you want to see your email in a smartphone, you just need to go here. And you see that it works well. Next, we need to go here on Inbox. And this is where we will write a subject line. I will write try Give Me Leads. Preview text, let's say build your list of leads with Give Me Leads and get verified emails. From name, Vincent Robin, perfect. And from address, you can use your email address. Now we have to move on to send to. So who will send this email to a list of contact? Subscription type, let's say marketing information, and send to, you can choose to who you want to send your email. So in my case, for this tutorial, I will use my own address. And now I recommend you to keep this. Don't send to unengaged contacts. Just to let you know that with the HubSpot free plan, you can send up to 2,000 emails per month. And if you want to send more marketing emails, you will need to get a paid plan. Now we go on schedule, and here you can select to send the email now or for later. Setup, you can give an internal email name. So let's say try Give Me Leads. Then we don't care. And now if we go on automate, you see that if you want to automate your email marketing, you need a HubSpot paid plan. Finally, if you want to send your email, you need to go here on the top right of your screen and click on review and send. So here you have all the informations about your email. If you want to get a preview before you send it, you click on preview. And once you are ready, you click on send. And that's what I'm going to do. Are you ready to send your email? Yes, send email now. So now, as you can see, my email is sent. And now if I go back to the email page, I have the email I've just sent, try Give Me Leads, and I have informations like delivered, open rate, click rate, and so on. I won't dive into the details, but now at least you know how to send marketing emails using HubSpot. There are two more features that I want to show you. The first one is that you can create a landing page using HubSpot. For that, you just need to go here on content and click on landing pages. So with HubSpot, you can create a landing page for free. You can create a form where you can capture some leads. You have access to some templates that will help you to convert visitors into leads. If you want to learn how to create a landing page with HubSpot, create a form, and convert visitors into leads, you can click on the top right of your screen. I've made a complete tutorial on this topic. And finally, the last feature I want to show you, and this one is important if you are doing some sales calls, it's meetings scheduler. So you go here on sales, then you click on meetings scheduler, and this feature will help you to create a scheduling page. If you want to see a step-by-step tutorial on how to create that, you just need to click on the top right of your screen and you will see everything you need to create the perfect scheduling page. With this step-by-step tutorial, you have everything you need to start using HubSpot. If you want to start using HubSpot for free, you can click in the first link in the description. And if you want to try Give Me Leads to build your list of leads, you have a link in the description as well. And now it's time for me to wish you a nice day, the best for your business, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye.